Converting raw data into z-score in SPSS. Z-score is a standard score. The distribution of the z-score are normal. Z-score have a normal distribution with a mean of 0 and standard deviation of 1. Converting raw data into z-score permits comparison between variables that are measured at different units. The z-score value can be plus or minus or 0. Plus value means that the score is higher than the mean. Minus value indicates that the z-score is lower than the mean, and a score of 0 represents a mean value. Here in this SPSS data view, I have inserted 100 cases and 3 different variables labeled as data 1, data 2, and data 3. Each one of these variable is measured at a different unit, and to compare the score within each data with another data, we need to convert this raw data into a z-score. These data are normally distributed, but each one of them have a mean and a standard deviation. If we click on Analyze and then scroll down to Descriptive and then click on Frequency, and in the frequency here I'm going to show the means and standard deviation for those variables. So if I click on Statistics, I'm going to add the mean here and the standard deviation. And for chart, I'm also going to look at the normal distribution of these variables. And then if I click on OK, a table will be generated which shows the mean and the standard deviation for each variable. And there is a variation. So each variable has its own mean and standard deviation. As shown here by data 1 is normally distributed, and data 2, and likewise data 3. So these are normally distributed, but they have different mean and different standard deviation. To standardize the score or the scores, we're going to transform this data into z-score. And the way to do that is again click on Analyze, scroll down to Descriptive Statistics, and then scroll down to Descriptive, and on the Descriptive select these 3 variables and drag them into the variable section. Click here on Save Standardized Value as Variables. So this, by clicking this, the software will convert the scores in each one of these variables into a z-score. In options, we are going just only to stick with mean and standard deviation. Click on Continue and then click on OK. Again here, the software has generated a z-score for each of the variable. Z-score for data 1, 2, and 3. And the score within the z-score can be either minus or positive. Minus indicate that the score is lower than the mean, and positive it's higher than the mean. And through this it is possible to compare between scores within those variables. Those z-score value are normally distributed similar to the distribution of the raw data, but they have a mean of 0 and a standard deviation of 1. To double check that, click on Analyze, then click on Descriptive, and in descriptive we're going to move all of these into the variable box, and I'm going to untick this, and for options we're going to leave the mean and the standard deviation checked. Click on continue and then OK. A table here is generated showing that raw data 1 before converting into z-score and after. So we can see here in the z-score the mean is 0 and the standard deviation is 1. And if we examine further the histogram for each of this z-score, we will find out also they are normally distributed, and this can be done through if we click on analyze frequency and then click on move these into the variable box here, and then for chart select histogram. We are not that interested in the stats at this stage, and click on OK. A histogram for each of the raw data and the z-score data is produced, and as we can see here for data 1 the distribution is normal, for data 2 is normal, for data 3 is normal. So this is the way to convert raw data into z-score in SPSS.